So about how many years ago now? One, wait, it'd be three, four, probably four and a half years ago. I was driving from Virginia Beach to Massachusetts to visit my mom for a week or two. On the drive up, I got this hot poker pain in my right hip. And the pain started shooting down my leg. Now this is like a 8, 9, 10 hour drive. And this happened fairly early into the drive. Just shooting down my right leg. Just horrible, horrific pain. I had no fucking clue what it was. I finally make it to Massachusetts, and I was there for a few days, and the pain did nothing but get worse, and then my right foot started going numb. Like literally, my foot was hard to move. It was really difficult for me to walk. And my mom forced me to go see a doctor. So I went to one of the few hospitals that I can go to any hospital, but it's more of a paperwork shuffle for me if I just go to any hospital. So I went to a certain hospital. The doc there performed some tests on me and said, "Hey, your back is fucked. You need to get back down to Virginia Beach, and you need to get an MRI. I said, all right. So I waited a few days, and I drove back down to Virginia Beach. About another week after that, the pain went away, and the numbness went away. And I was back to my old self. Well, the MRI that I scheduled, and I want you to remember this, I scheduled the MRI right away. 2 months. 2 months before I got the MRI. Then it was another month to a month and a half. Not certain. I know it was over a month, but I don't know if it was just over a month or a month and a half. I got the now when I got the MRI, I automatically made an appointment to see the results of the MRI. But that appointment wasn't for a month and a half. So I go in for that appointment to see the results of the MRI. Now, it's been however many months since this happened, and I've been perfectly fine since the pain went away. So I thought it was a fluke, right? I go in. I don't see a doctor. There's no doctor. It was a PA, physician assistant, is who I saw. And on his computer monitor, he's looking at my MRI, and he's like, oh yeah, woo, buddy. Whoa, you're fucked. He's like, here, spins the screen. He's like, here, look at that. And I look, and it's my L4, L5 disc. And I wanna make sure I get all these together. It is slipped, compressed, herniated, and fractured. So what that means is my disc, L4, L5, pretty much broke in half. Okay? One half is in 3 pieces in my spinal column. The other half is so far out, if here was the vertebrae, that other half is out like this. It's barely hanging on inside of there, and it's pushing against my column, that bundle of nerves and shit, right? So I'm like, oh my God, and that disc it's black. And then the discs on either side are a nice dark gray. And then on the other side of those discs, they're a lighter gray. And then you get to the nice white discs. And I was like, holy fuck, man. When am I getting surgery? He's like, surgery? Whoa. Whoa. And I was naive to just automatically ask for surgery. I agree. I didn't know. Okay, but we'll get into that in a minute. He was like, no surgery. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to go see a chiropractor. You're going to do physical therapy, and we're going to put you on pain management. And I asked this guy, I said, well, what the hell is pain management? He looked me dead in the eyes, and he said, drugs. Lots and lots of drugs. Here's what they gave me. Hydrocodone. It's, hydrocodone. Pretty much Vicodin. I want to remember now. Percocet, Valium, and the muscle relaxer, whatever that muscle relaxer is. I can't remember the name of it, okay? And I pretty much had free refills on those for forever and a year. I went to the physical therapist twice. When she put her hand on my junk the second time I was there, I never went again. And the shit she was telling me to do was pretty silly. I thought so, in my opinion. I can go into details if you want. It might be a whole other video, but I thought it was silly. When I went to go see the chiropractor, I went once. Okay? Here's why. My chiropractor told me my problem was my hip, and he wanted to adjust my hip. I said, my problem's not my hip. My problem's my L4, L5 vertebrae. He's like, no, I don't think that's right. I think it's your hip. Your hip is misaligned, and that's why your vertebrae are misaligned. I said, well, that could be the case, but how do you adjust a hip? And he's playing with my leg, and he's doing this and that. Now, mind you, I've seen chiropractors in the past for adjustments and stuff like that. My first wife worked for a chiropractor, so it was like a fun and games type thing. So I guess I should have seen this injury coming. But yeah, he was convinced that my back was fine and my hip was the problem. And I was convinced after seeing the MRI that my back was the problem. Maybe I was crazy. So yeah, my back's gone out a few times since then. I can maybe get steroid shots if I ask enough, I guess. But the thing is I can't get surgery. I want to make that clear. I am not allowed. I cannot get surgery. Now, I told you all of that to tell you this. I have government-run health care. Remember the waiting time periods for appointments? You remember just throwing drugs at me? You remember that I just said that I can't get surgery? I mean, I could try and get a second opinion, I guess, but it's not going to matter. The only way you get surgery is if you are doubled over in pain 24/7. And because I'm not a moron and I lift properly and I am very careful with my back, that's hopefully not going to happen. But my father, who wasn't under government-run health care and whose back was nowhere near as bad as mine is, he never had to use a fucking crutches and a wheelchair to get around like I have in the past because my right leg was completely fucking useless. Never. He was always able to fucking walk around. He got surgery. Yeah. He asked for surgery and he got it. I asked for surgery and I was told no. Yeah. I have government-run health care. So all of you fucktards out there that are all for government-run health care that have no fucking clue what government-run health care is actually like, you might want to start asking motherfuckers before you just form your own fucking opinion and say it's going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to push a point of view upon you. I am just sick and tired of people that have awesome health care or maybe have mediocre health care, and they're all concerned about people that don't have health care at all and say, we need to have government-run health care. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Rant over.